Hey everyone, this is King Kong 9100, and if you guys don't know, February 16th, which was a few days ago, was actually my birthday. And for my birthday, I got a very exciting present, and that was, at the time, two, yeah, two clips from Kong Skull Island, and it was, the first one was this one that I'm about to break down, which is called Monsters Exist, and it's basically the confrontation of Lieutenant Packard and Bill Randa. Now, there is the other clip that was also released that same day was King Kong versus a Skullcrawler, and because the first three clips I'll break down here are boring and only about the humans, I'll make a separate video for Kong and his two clips. So yeah, I'm just gonna break this one down, and I'm gonna try to keep it short because last time I broke down a video, they always turn around like 50, 30 minutes, and when I tried breaking down the all four clips, I think there was four, right? No, when I tried breaking down all five clips, it was a almost an hour long video, 50 minutes. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this one short, and yeah, at the end I'm gonna show some fan art from this Kong Skull Island poster competition, and it does look really cool. So, and I don't have any of the artist names, so I'll just leave a link in the description where I got everything from, and you can go ahead and check it out there and see the artist. If you are an artist and you do have a problem with it, just go ahead and leave me a comment, and I'll probably I'll leave an annotation on which fan art is yours and which one isn't. So, without further ado, let's get started. The first clip, like I said, was the confrontation of Lieutenant Packard and Bill Randa. By the way, his name is actually Preston Packard, but I'm just gonna call him Lieutenant Packard.
You are going to tell me everything I don't know, or I'm going to blow your hair.
Alright, so obviously, Lieutenant Packard notices Bill Randa acting strange. He's not as shocked as everyone else is, or he automatically knows what to do. And this is right after the Kong incident where where the first scene where they go on the island and then Kong attacks them. He attacks the military. So Lieutenant Packard obviously noticed that Bill Randa was acting suspicious. So I think, yeah, like I was saying, this is the confrontation.
Monsters exist. Yesterday I was a crack pot, but today,
All right, so yeah, this is what I was thinking was that Bill Randa, he's talking about his personal life and his professional life. Now, his personal life was when he talks about these monsters and he thinks that um maybe he works for Monarch, we know that, and he can't just go around blabbing his mouth off. So I guess he was talking to someone personal about this, or maybe he was talking to Monarch people and they found it crazy. No, no, they all specialize in monster research, so they wouldn't find anything that crazy. But maybe like he was trying to talk to someone he's close with, and they thought he was crazy, and maybe um you know what? Scratch that. I have no idea what that means at all.
drop those charges to flush something out.
I don't know what this means either.
Who are you? Ancient species owned this earth long before mankind, and if we keep our heads buried in the sand, they will take it back.
All right, now I'm not sure how they would all take it back um because the humans, they're the one who came to the island. They're the one who found Kong, and Kong attacked them simply due to territory and all that. Maybe he could be referencing Godzilla because that was actually the case in Godzilla 2014, where the Mutos actually went from like Las Vegas. I think one of them was even in Japan, somewhere in Japan or China or something like that. Um, all the way to San Francisco, and they're the ones who are destroying cities. So I'm not sure why it would be why he would think that this would be Kong's case, but maybe Kong would end up swimming towards like a city for territory. That's a really dumb idea actually, because Kong isn't Godzilla. Godzilla is like the alpha predator in a way, where he would end up swimming here and there, because he senses a monster, um, or maybe it's just his natural enemy. But yeah, I don't see how they would take the world back other than just destroy cities and stuff. And they don't even do it intentionally, like for the humans. They do it simply for dominance over another creature. So,
My agency is known as Monarch. We specialize in the hunt for massive unidentified terrestrial organisms.
all right, now, like I was saying, yeah, he works with Monarch, and my original theory was that he actually didn't work with Monarch. He was like he's sort of like an ex-employee, and he actually had he didn't really agree with Monarch not showing humans. Fuck am I saying? Showing the world that monsters do exist, because Monarch is basically a cover-up agency, and yeah, I'm pretty sure they're also they specialize in research, like you were saying, but they do cover up most things, like working with the government and all that. But yeah, I do think that that but I mean, like I was saying, my original theory was that he actually was an ex-Monarch employee, so he wanted to show the world that monsters do exist, and people just called him out for it, and they just said he's crazy and this and that. So, him and Houston Brooks, which is Corey Hawkins' character, um, maybe Houston Brooks was the only one who believed him, so that's why Houston Brooks tagged along with him, uh, to go to that little club um, where they met James Conrad, and they basically recruited him to become a tracker for something. And they put on this little front, like they were going to go there for to land, uh, to map the land or the island or whatever. And once they saw Kong, then that was when he realized that everyone realized he was right. So, or not realized he was right, but because he doesn't even talk about it. But he basically just proves the people that thought he was crazy wrong. So that was my original theory, but that's totally off the table now. I guess he's just working with Monarch. So
Believe that thing was out here? Sorry for your truly it is home with proof. So we can send the cavalry.
and then Lieutenant Packard gets up and he's like, "I am the cavalry," and then he's all ego and stuff. But the only thing I have a problem with this is, what is that spear gonna do? I mean, unless he's like gonna go spear fishing, or he's gonna like make fire and all that, or he uses that as like a cane to walk. Maybe he like hurt his leg or something. I don't see what he can use that for against giant, like 30 to 100 foot tall creatures. I mean, unless like I was saying, he uses that for spearfishing. Um, then yeah, I don't see what he can use it for. This could also play a role into Lieutenant Packard noticing Bill Rand acting strange, where because he right off the bat he knows what to do, where to do it, and how to survive, and maybe he can be so much more better than his soldiers who do that for a living that it's too good to be true. So yeah, that was the first clip called "Monsters Exist." Now we'll go on to our second one called "Magnificent." All right, I quickly just want to talk about this. I really like how there's reindeer, not reindeer. What the fuck? Not reindeer. Deer right there. I think those are deer, right? Um, that's just really cool. I want to make a separate video on my dream Skull Island and how Kong should have been in the legendary universe. But like I said, that'd be a separate video. But for now, I just want to say there should be like a mix of carnivores, mammals, um, dinosaurs, and prehistoric creatures on the island, like mammoths and all that. Similar to Kong the Animated Series, which is a very, very fun, entertaining show, and you should definitely check it out. Um, yeah, something like that would have been very nice. Oh yeah, by the way, since I just realized Kong the Animated Series, I remember that there used to be like tar pits and all that. I just want to say I'd love to see like a giant creature in tar. You just see its skeleton there, or like part of its meat still there, but mostly skeleton. He's decomposing. That would be very cool to see. All right, that's some beach bird, I think. No. So I really hope that the military did not do that to Kong. I mean, yeah, I know they attacked him and all that, but they only have guns. All right, that should not hurt Kong or make him bleed at all. I want to say want to see that later in the film they realize that they didn't make Kong bleed. A skullcrawler did, or a giant creature did. And throughout these videos, you're gonna hear me saying a giant creature, because I don't want the skullcrawlers to be the only creatures that fight Kong. Yeah, there's an octopus, so what? I want like a creature, like a really cool behemoth that's like, it kind of looks like the hybrids from Jurassic World, if you remember those concept arts, or Jurassic Park 4, the human hybrids. It's like you see like a Triceratops walking. They could have had really cool creatures in this movie, but I guess it was never meant to be. But still, it would have looked very awesome. So yeah, I just hope that Kong is durable enough so he's not bleeding from humans, because that looks like his whole hand would have bled. Like, I don't think Kong would have done that. I would also like to see, even better than that, Kong getting. Sorry for the background noise, guys. Even better than the fact that that's Kong actually bleeding himself. I want them to explain that that's not Kong's blood. That's Kong. That's another creature's blood that Kong killed. So that'd be very cool. All right, this is a new person we have never even seen before, and I think this is actually someone from the backup team or reinforcements. You can see the shirt says Landsat, and that's the same company that I think was doing the seismology activity or mapping the Earth, like Houston Brooks was actually doing. So I don't know. Maybe he's like somehow just things fall apart, and he ends up with this team. So
We did that.
oh yeah, his name is Mills. So, and if you remember in the way back in the first trailer, he's got a red eye and he's all beat up and stuff. I have no idea what happened, but I hope it's gonna be funny or gonna be cool. I thought that was just part of his character. Like he's that one guy that's always there and he's got that red eye and he's always beat up. But no, it's gonna be actual part of the story. So
Look out for Chapman. There's enough munitions on that down sea stallion to finish the job.
all right, now I don't know who Chapman is. He's probably part of, like I said, the reinforcements. And they're basically the backup team. Now, the Stallion could probably be. It most definitely is one of the ships that they came on. That they came with. So there's enough artillery on that ship, the Stallion, to finish off Kong. And I hope to God it doesn't even hurt Kong a bit. Just doesn't make sense. Alright, then this guy just talks about how he was like, just old military stories where he killed a farmer or something.
You're looking for one. It doesn't exist. Sometimes enemy does. Sometimes enemy doesn't exist. You're looking for one. Yep.
Alright, and
When they show up on your doorstep, you'll have his gun.
alright, yeah, that's some very good foreshadowing, I guess you could say, or not foreshadowing, but a good message that was brought up. And yeah, there's no enemy until you're looking for one, and there was no enemy until they came looking for Kong on the island. So now they have an enemy, right?
What's the luck with that soldier?
Then he compares his hand to Kong's. Very big. Kong is extremely big, actually. Now, the third one, the graveyard scene. Literally called Graveyard. I love the music too. Very 1933-esque.
You smell that? That's death.
I love John C. Reilly's humor in this. Hank Marlowe.
This is what's left of Kong's pants.
Alright, now I don't really like that idea that those are Kong's parents. It could have just been some random part of his species, but I guess they're going that edgy that edgy 12-year-old kid route where they're like, oh, maybe at the end of the movie you'll hear Godzilla's roar and it cuts to black. Or this one stupid comment I saw was like, maybe Kong's fighting the giant skull crawler and Godzilla's atomic ray beheads it or something. What the fuck? Oh god, sometimes just the people in this day and age, it hurts me. No, like D-Man was saying, actually, I just saw his video, and yeah, there are two graves. Two graveyards. I don't get why she thinks that's important at all. We all know that's a mass grave. So, like,
That site's just on the other side of this town.
all right, now obviously, I think they're going to the same crash site that they were at before, like where they started, basically, where Kong destroyed the military and all that. And there was a man left behind.
We'll cross through and make it to the highest point west.
Yeah, there was a man left behind, and this is how James Conrad and Lieutenant Packard create their bond. Is that I'm assuming? Sorry about that. I'm assuming that I think it was mentioned in one of the things. I forgot where I saw it, but they both believe in the saying "No man left behind." So yeah, they leave one person whose name is Jack, not Jack Driscoll, but some guy named Jack, one of the soldiers, private, and yeah, you could just focus on him. You could see his guilt throughout everything, like where they all look up.
No, sir. You need to be going to the north side right now. And you welcome to do that, my man.
So yeah, no man left behind. James Conrad is gonna basically agree with Lieutenant Packard, and I don't know who this Hitler looking dude is, but I guess like
you need to be going to the north.
You see Land Satellite. Oh, maybe he could belong to the same company that the satellite even found the island with. So yeah, I don't know what this is, but who he is exactly. But maybe he's part of the reinforcement team, or maybe he's just one of the researchers, like Houston Brooks. So
right now, and you welcome to do that, my man, by yourself.
I love that, man. Samuel Jackson is just such a good actor.
Not leaving Jack out there. Now who's with me?
You could see how even Lieutenant Packard's own men, they kind of hesitate, like to answer because they don't want to go back out there. Lieutenant Packard is so caught up in all this that he doesn't realize he's still putting his own men's lives in danger. So, get your shit together, Packard. Yeah, it's just more of a shock when his men don't agree with him, but James Conrad does.
You might have right, people. Stay sharp. Keep an eye out.
Now, another thing was that we saw a bunch of people dying that we didn't even know in this scene, in the upcoming scene where they cross through, and that's like the home of the skull crawlers and all that. A lot of people died, and there's not a lot of soldiers here. I mean, I guess that guy we don't know, but there was more than one soldier dying there. So, oh yeah, I just realized Houston Brooks is right there with them. Let's see, right there. Whoa.
Stay sharp. Keep an eye out. Only been here 28 years. What do I know?
Alright, I don't know why I started lagging at the end there. Sorry about that. I just want to finish this off with some of the poster fan art. So, this video isn't as dull as you think it is. So, here's some cool ones. I really like that beating chest one. It's like the beat that you see in the comic book where one arm is bigger than the other. In the movie, it's more like just stretching out. But yeah, that's cool. I like this one too. It actually looks like it'd be the cover for the Art of Kong Skull Island book, the way that the Art of Godzilla was. And yeah, that's very cool. I love this one. You can see that's from the ride at Universal Orlando, one of the bigger like statues there. You got the poster and some skulls scattered around, as well as that Kong from the actual, I guess, like 4D poster that was released. This actually looks like it'd be a fan fiction. It looks very romantic and stuff, but I really like the Kong right there though. This one looks very cool. I love the burning forest under him. You can see it really reminds you of King Kong versus Godzilla, where I actually really love that shot with these like vines like in front of the camera and stuff, but everything is burning and Kong and Godzilla are just fighting. They don't even care about the fire. I love this one, how like so much detail on the helicopter with like the glass flying out and the guy like, whoa. I actually also like the idea where like you're flying in this red fog and just a giant hairy fist just comes out and grabs your helicopter. That's very cool, very scary. All hail the king. I love this one so much. It's probably one of my favorites simply because of the Kong himself. He just looks very cool. Like a mix. It's like a bipedal 2005 King Kong. Very cool. except he's not as fat as he was in the movie. But yeah, very cool. This is by far one of my favorites, along with this one. This is Kong Skull. This is actually, I was supposed to make this video like 2 days ago, and this one wasn't released then, but it is now, and it looks very cool. I really love the detail on Kong and like the helicopter and stuff. The head is a little small too, just a little bit bigger if he was an adult, but this one is still bigger than how he looks in the actual movie, the head. But yeah, that's very cool. I love that. I think those are flares or just sparks from the helicopter, but very, very cool. I really love this. This is like a literal fan art of Kong versus the Skullcrawler. He's ripped and stuff. His legs are a bit big to my liking. I wish the arms were a bit longer. You can see that's the problem in most cases with the fan arts. His arms go down to like his mid thigh when it should go down to his knee. But yeah, very cool. I love that. This is literally a bipedal 2005 King Kong, but his arms aren't as muscular. But I really do like the idea of this like King Kong escapes poster style thing. Like it was literally the same style as where he was fighting Mechanic Kong in the poster. It looks very cool. And to end it off, we have this King Kong transitioning into a skull. Looks very cool. I really love how they used the 2005 Kong and then it transitioned into one of the skulls. You can still see the eyes too, which is very unique. So I really like that. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe for more. I have more videos coming up. Please, please don't hesitate to leave some feedback on how I'm doing, how I'm trying not to stutter at all. And also just let me know what you guys want to see. Let me know what kind of Kong Skull Island topics you want me to discuss and any questions of how I think the movie will go or what's going to happen. Just let me know any theories I have and I'll make sure to make a video on it as soon as I can. There I go with the stuttering. Yeah, without further ado, this is King Kong 9100 signing out. See ya.